Anytime you set up a new computer to allow students to take a test on it, you first need to make sure that the Test Delivery Client, or the TDC, is installed. This tutorial will show you, as a Tabe Online or Tabe Adaptive Administrator, how to install the TDC on a computer. Note that this tutorial will not discuss a network push onto multiple workstations at once. For information on larger scale installations, give CTB's Technical Support Group a call. In addition, this tutorial also assumes you have administrator permission on the workstation itself. If you don't have adequate permission, the computer may prevent you from downloading and installing anything. So once again, if you think there may be an issue, check with your site's technology people for help on this. Let's move forward now. Our first step is to be sure we're logged into Tabe with administrative permission. Go to the Services tab at the top of the screen and down to Workstation Setup. If you can't see Workstation Setup, then you probably don't have adequate permission within the system. So either re-log in as an administrator or contact your site's Tabe Online or Tabe Adaptive Administrator for help. Assuming you see the Workstation Setup, hover over the words until you see Install Software. And you can see below this it says Download Test, so we'll get to that later. Right now we're going to look at Install Software. Let's click on it. There are a number of steps to installing the software to your workstation. The first thing we need to do is to make sure that Java is installed to the workstation. Follow the instructions below and choose from the PC, Mac, and Linux options. If you're certain that these are already updated on your workstation, then you won't need to go through this step. All I'm going to do, I'm on a PC, I'm going to click this link right here, and you can see that it takes me directly to the Java page. You can download it right here, and if you need additional help, you can use the Java links. All right, I'm going to close this tab. The second thing we need to do is the same thing for Adobe Air. Choose from the platforms below, just like before, and follow the links. I'm on a PC, and as you can see, this link takes me directly to Adobe's site. And again, like with Java, any specific information or troubleshooting can be found on their respective websites. Finally, the third step is to download the Test Delivery Client, or TDC, to your workstation. The TDC is the software that test takers use to access their tests. The option you see here on the right side of the screen for custom installations is not serviceable at this time, so please only use the standard installation options you see on the left side. In this third and final step, we'll download the Test Delivery Client itself. I'm going to click the Start Client Installer button, and you can see that it is downloading here at the bottom of my screen. I'm using a Chrome browser here. It may look a little bit different depending on the browser you're using, but this is how we download it. And once it's downloaded, you can open and install the software to the workstation. Again, this assumes that you have adequate permission on the workstation to do so. Once it's downloaded, I can either open it directly or I can run it from the Downloads folder as you would with any other software program. Now that my file is downloaded, I can either open it directly from here, or if I go into my Downloads folder, I can simply go into the Downloads folder here and run it right from there. Now that we have downloaded the TDC, take a look on your desktop. I'm going to minimize the browser, and you can see that there is a Test Delivery Client on your workstation desktop. Now I have two of them on mine. I've got one for Task and one for Tabe Online. If you also go into your System folder, which I have open here, you can see that in Program Files CTB, you will have the Test Delivery Client located right here. On a final footnote, if you have bandwidth issues or if you experience any lag in the system, this is an option that you may find helpful. All right, so I'm going to go to the Services tab here. I'm going to hover over Workstation Setup and Download Test. This takes me to a link where I can download an encrypted file full of Tabe content. Again, this is an encrypted file with a high degree of security built in. But what this does is loads a file onto the workstation that allows the test delivery client to reach directly into the workstation for the individual Tabe items instead of calling out to the internet into CTB servers for this content. So this will help with any bandwidth or lag issues that you may have. All right, in order to install this, I click on the Tabe content, and as you can see, it's downloading to the system. But I have already downloaded this onto my system, so I'm going to go to the Downloads folder. You can see here's the Tabe content zip file. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to go to Extract All. From here, it's going to ask me where I want to extract it to. So I will browse my system. I will go to Computer, System, Program Files, and I know my computer looks a little bit different than most. I've got this additional program file feature. Then I'm going to go down to CTB. I'm going to go to Tabe Online Assessment, and I'm going to go into Data. Scroll back up. Object Bank. This is what you want. I know that's a long list, but this is how you get there. And then I'm going to click OK. From there, I will click Extract, and all of this content will be moved to the correct folder. Thanks for watching. If you have any additional questions, feel free to give us a call at Tabe Technical Support. Our number is 800-459-6522.